Hello you beautiful people and welcome to today's video, and as promised I'm filming my main sketchbook today. So yeah, this is a chunky boy. I got it at Flying Tiger for about 7 to 8 euros, I think, maybe more, but I think that's how I remember it. And it's a notebook that comes with a little band, a rubber kind of fabric band that also holds a pencil, but I removed it because it was annoying to always put on and remove for drawing. So yeah, this is my at-home sketchbook because it's so big. I mostly use it at home, or I used it at home, and yeah, so let's get right into it. The paper is quite smooth and thin, so I could not really use watercolors, but I did a few times anyway. But yeah, they don't look too great, the things I did in watercolor. But yeah, it's just a sketchbook, so that's not important anyway. I started this sketchbook on the 24th of September 2021, and I finished it on the 21st of November 2021, which is the day I'm filming this, really. I'm really excited because I'm going to start on a watercolor sketchbook after this, so that's exciting. Here are just some portraits of OCs of mine and me and my cat. Here I drew with colored pencils, and I glued in a little sticker from my cat's new toy. I think this was when my wife gave me these 4B mechanical pencil leads to try out, and they're a lot of fun. I really like how this page came out. We have Leslie and his ex-boyfriend and Pat and Jane and Todd and Rosalind and Betsy, and I like them. They're all part of the same story, by the way, if you're interested. Or yeah, this was voting day in Germany, and I didn't really want to go out and vote and see people, but it was fine. There was almost nobody there, and yeah, I could have registered for voting via letter, but I just was too lazy to register, so I walked a few meters to put my cross down that day. I really like how this hair turned out. This is my boy Bastian. He has telekinetic powers, and he gets nosebleeds very frequently. Also, I like this washi tape. It's nice and pretty. And yeah. More OCs of mine. I really need to draw more in pencil. I really like how these lines look. My wife's character, Sophia, which is a banshee, and Jekyll and Hyde. They have a very complicated story. I'm not gonna elaborate on that. Also, we have shiny washi tape. And yeah. This was when there was a lot of thunderstorm and I could not sleep, so I drew this very tired selfie of me. This is when I tried out one of the matte graphite pens from Faber-Castell that recently launched. My wife got them, and I got one too, and I think they are okay. I didn't really try it out a lot. Maybe it's the paper, but I think, yeah, they are good if you are a person who draws a lot in pencil and who wants to take pictures of your art, and it's always kind of shiny when you have lights above, and that's very distracting. So if you use these pencils, you can get very deep blacks and take pictures for Instagram and stuff without having the shininess of a regular graphite pencil. So that's very neat. Oh yeah, I don't like this page so much. I don't think this house turned out the way I wanted it. I just left it as is. And my elf girl Eleanor. Oh yeah, this is when we made the house a bit pretty for people who came and estimated a price. It's not our house, so yeah, it's a family member's house, but we live here and we want to move out because it's very, yeah, we want to move out, let's say it at that. And I just scrubbed everything clean as best as I could, and then I found a rusty bucket in our basement. And our basement is like very moist, very wet, because it's a house from the 1930s and the basement never got renovated. It's just plain brick walls that have no isolation, so it's very moist. And there was a bucket of brown paint, and I thank every deity there is. I got it out of the basement and I moved it out of the house, behind the house, on our pathway, and I left it there. And then I wanted to move it inside the garage to the other paint buckets that we need to recycle. So I lifted it and went into the garage, and I just felt like there was something weird in my field of view, and it was like spilling brown paint everywhere. And I was like, no. It had a hole, it had rusted the bottom of it, and there was a hole, and luckily that did not break loose inside the house, because I think I would have had a mental breakdown, a nervous breakdown if that would have happened. But it's only the garage floor that's ruined now, so yeah. Anyway, it looks a bit like dried up blood, and it's because I tried to clean it a bit with a rag, but like a rag. But like, yeah, it's it was a whole thing, and yeah. So Sigyn, that I forgot to censor, so you get a free Sigyn. Oswin, my wife's character, and this was me very nervously anticipating the people pricing the house. I like how these expressions turned out. And there is nothing like waking up with existential dread, right? Yay! So, more pencil drawings with watercolors on top. The paper is like not a happy camper. This paper with water. It's a crinkly one. It's a crinkly one. But yeah, this was a week when I had to work 6 days instead of 5, and I was like hit by a truck. I'm weak. Back when I was in uni, I used to not have a free day in the week because I would go to school like Monday to Friday, and then at the weekends and on my all day offs, like I was working to earn money. So I looked like a zombie back then, but I did not feel that bad. But that week I was just done with everything. But yeah, I like that fox. I really like that fox. Some doodles, characters, and yeah, and then I caught a cold, like nothing terrible, but like a full-blown cold. I I had the privilege to just lay in bed and read Stephen King and sleep interchangeably. Like, yeah. Oh, something else I forgot to censor, so yeah, there's that. Cartoon doodles and more doodles. And I tried out a style with those kind of noses. And yeah. Here, I really like this guy, and I really like Mafala and Prescott. I try to draw them in my regular style, not the super cartoony style I drew them in originally. And I like how they came out. I also used this book to use some of my markers back in the days when my Instagram was getting a bit bigger. Before, like, I don't know if it was when, I think it was before I started drawing fan art, or posting a lot of fan art. I got a package from Arteza, and they sent me their old, not back then old, but by now there is a new version of their Everblank markers, but I got the version, like one of the first versions of them. And I still have them lying around, and they're decent markers, so I want to use them up. I don't want to let them dry out, so I use the sketchbook for using the Everblank markers a lot. More of cartoony style things. And I was still at home sick. I really like these guys. Kind of made a little couple out of them. They are both very cute, I think. He's like my favorite. And I really like this page. I think this is one of my very favorite pages out of this whole sketchbook. I really like this drawing and this drawing. Reminds me of Philip. The goat from the movie The Witch. If you haven't seen it, it's a great horror movie. I like it a lot. And I like this witch girl who's just walking through a flower patch. More of my boys, and I drew this landscapey thing. And I drew this from reference from Still Here, Still Alive, I think is the account name. They post a picture of a still life every week, and yeah, you can draw it if you like. And there's a lot of different artists who are participating, and it's very interesting to see the different styles. And here I drew people from Line of Action. I'm not too good with drawing realistically, but time to time I give it a try, and I still felt like crap that day. And I was like very tired and very overwhelmed with life and stuff like that. But here's Loki and Sigyn, so there's that. Bastion, Sealard, Primrose. I love Bastion so much. He's one of my comfort characters. I have him since, I think, since I was like 17 or 18. Probably like I was 7. When I was 17, I came up with him, his first version, and since then I've had him. Now I'm 30, so he has been with me for a long time, and I just love drawing him. He's my baby. So, Hannes and Kurt. I think this is my second favorite page out of this whole sketchbook. I really like how I drew the pose where Hannes is sitting here. Like, I like that. These birds I too drew from Line of Action with reference pictures. And fuzzy cape. I had my blanket. I was happy I had my blanket because it was so cold. And here my wife and I talked about an alternative universe for one of our story on hours on end. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, I posted this on my Instagram account, I think, and my story. Like, I'm listening to, I still haven't finished the first part because I'm very slow at reading, like, books and audiobooks. But I started to listen to Reckless by Cornelia Funke, and it's just a wild ride. I don't know what's going on, but I kind of like it. I'm just amazed by this. But like, Jacob, what? So yeah, Leslie Finnegan and Leslie. And this was when I finished the last sketchbook I filmed. Here's my boy Nox, my little demon guy. I love him a lot. He's baby. And also I changed his skin tone to a bluish kind of color because I tend to move towards like yellow eyes and grayish, violetish skin tones, and I don't want that because this is like how one of our vampire species looks, so I don't want that to interfere, so I changed his skin tone to a kind of blue now, so I think that's... Oh, I love him so much, look at him! He's so stupid, I love him so much. Ah, my baby. Ah, more of my baby. And I drew some blobs here. More Nox, and more characters. Me. Very tired me. This is two drawn from Still Here, Still Alive. And... oh yeah, do you see that? Do you see this? Do you see this? I don't know if other colors do this, but this is from this marker, and I don't know why, but it kind of transfers to the other page. This is the only color I've had this with so far, and I don't know if the new Everblend markers have fixed this problem, so if you have encountered this with newer Arteza markers too, please let me know, I'm very curious. But this orange from the old Everblend markers from Arteza from like a few years ago, it transfers to pages, like in a few weeks this has happened, so I hope you can see that on camera. So, oh, Hannes and Kirk comforting each other. They're so cute. And I don't know. on a German server, we had this. My wife had this discussion with other people. I was not involved, but she was listening. She was telling me, and I was listening. So about how children sometimes draw people like only a head and legs and feet and arms and stuff, so I had to draw my own version of that with myself, and I think I'm looking fantastic, amazing. More drawings with pencil and a weekend. Yeah, more pencil drawings, and I really like this selfie. I think I look very cute. Nox. I also really like this page. I think it has a lot of cool drawings on it. I like it. Nox. Heavy breathing. He has so much meme potential. Jane and Leslie having a conversation, and I think here I tried out the Black Edition pencils from Faber-Castell on black paper. They're very decent. And this is some OC-tober drawing I just stuck in here. Oh yeah, I'm still very sad about our dog passing away. I don't know if it gets better, but like when I'm alone and I'm thinking about him, I still start randomly crying and stuff. So I dream a lot about him. I don't know. Sometimes I have nightmares. I don't know, that's so much information, but like it's very hard to lose a dog somehow. I don't know, I never had a dog before, but losing him was very tough for me and is still very tough. So I'm sorry. I did not want to ruin the mood, but like it's my sketchbook, so I'm going to talk about it. So more of these. Bastion, and just random drawings of OCs and random people. Like, you know, it was in the mood to draw animals. And I think I made this into a video for TikTok. And this I drew when I tested out a capture card. I tried to get another capture card because I landed that from a friend and he gave me another one that he had lying around so I could keep it, but I cannot get it to work for the life of me. I tried different cables, different setups, different settings. Nothing works. And on top of that, my PC just decided today that he just doesn't want to deal with my vertical mouse. So I have to use my regular mouse, and I'm just over it today. This computer has given me so much anger today. I don't know why. Why does it feel the need to do that? My character Gabriel with multicolored color pencil. Like the lead has different colors. My wife made herself a cup of milk and put it on the table and then looked away for a second, and then our cat was next to the table and just taking a sip, just slurping it. Amazing. I really like this guy. He looks very cute, I think. I colored him with water-based markers like these. I just drew on a piece of plastic and then used my water brush. I don't know, guys. The brushes that have the little water compartment in their bags. And then I picked up the dye from the plastic, and then I colored it with this. And oh yeah, that day of the month, and here was me, very happy that I have a week off next week. Oh my god. And that day we started to watch Ragnarok on Netflix. Guys, have you watched this series? It's so good. It's so good. I'm just my heart for like my soul is happy to have started this series. It's a Norwegian series, I think. I think it's from a Danish director, and every series that gives me an interpretation of Nordic myths and does its job good, it's in my heart forever. I'm happy. This is a very good series. If you haven't watched it and you're into like the Edda and stuff, watch it. Go now and watch it if you can. It's so good. It's so good. We have almost finished season 1, and I'm sold. We've also started to watch Squid Game, but I'm not as sold to Squid Game as I'm to Ragnarok. It's just so good. Oh, I'm so happy we have started this series. Maybe I'm gonna start to draw fan art for it. Maybe, I don't know yet. I have started. If you are following me on Instagram, I'm completely out of my mind because I started to draw a follow-up for the Good Omens fan comic that I made some time ago. And I'm just... why am I doing this to myself? I don't know. Anyway, here's a drawing of my shapeshifter Luca, who can shapeshift into dinosaurs. You're welcome. Here are some smoochies from Terry and Florian, his partner, and he's an exorcist, and he is haunted by a demon and things like that. So yeah, Annie and Bastion, some doodles of animals, very cute, very nice. vampire characters from a story I have with my wife. I can't. I'm sorry. Vampires. Chef's kiss. Love vampires. Vampires. Amazing. Another vampire character of mine. I drew some flowers, some good boys, and that's the end of the sketchbook. There's nothing more to see except some swatches. Oh yeah, this has 80 pages and is 100 GSM. That's it. There's nothing more to say. And yeah, I hope my PC doesn't die, and I thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, hit the like button, comment down below, and maybe subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, we see each other next time, I hope. And until we see each other, please do something that makes you happy. Bye!